For the first time in half a century, people in Sonoma and Marin counties will be able to travel by rail.
Really Smart provides a transportation alternative to people who are commuting to work, who have to suffer through pretty intense congestion on a daily basis.
The sleek, state-of-the-art two-car trains will travel up to 79 miles an hour.
Smart is utilizing these are multiple units. They're a lot like a light rail train like BART, but they're bigger and heavier and carry more people.
For 3 years, Smart has been laying track, redesigning crossings, building new bridges, and now testing the trains. Smart trains will operate at 10 stations from the Sonoma County Airport in Santa Rosa through Rohnert Park, Petaluma, Novato, San Rafael, and with later extensions to Cloverdale and the Larkspur Ferry Terminal. The trains will run every 30 minutes in both directions during rush hour, and the trip between the Sonoma Airport and San Rafael just over an hour. Smart cars are also equipped with technology called positive train control.
What that requires is that we prevent derailments in curves from trains going too fast, that we prevent trains from running into each other, and that we keep trains at low speeds in work zones.
Each rail car features power outlets and Wi-Fi, cushioned seatings with tables. And here's something you won't find on BART or Caltrain, a real snack bar.
Would you like a coffee?
I would love it, so you can have that on the way in. And in the afternoon,
How about a cold beer?
sounds great. And then there's the view, vineyards and rolling hills, something you might not find on a highway. It's a common sight in San Francisco. Fog envelops the Golden Gate Bridge. Thick blankets of marine layer cover the Pacific near Stinson Beach. Only most days, these days, this is what our coastline looks like. Clear skies.
There's much less fog along the coast than there has been.
Meteorologist Mike Peckner has been studying coastal weather data for 30 years.
I think what we're seeing is a major part of climate change, something that's been evolving probably maybe for the last quarter century or more.
At Muir Woods in Marin County, visitors come from all over the world to see the giant redwoods, some nearly 1,000 years old. But many are suffering, and more could in years to come.
We know that part of the reason that the trees thrive here in Muir Woods is because they're very dependent on that fog that comes in.
But on a day like this, visitors would more often than not have to wear rain jackets to stay dry. That is, if there was fog. Here's how it works. When the fog comes in off the coast, it literally saturates the canopy of these trees. And then that moisture comes down like rainfall, and it literally soaks up the ground around the trees. And if that rainfall doesn't hit the ground, well, it could really stress out those trees and possibly over time even kill them. Each redwood tree requires 500 gallons of water a day. All along the north coast and south to Monterey, entire stands of redwoods are in danger, and many different species of trees around them are dying. Researchers at UC Berkeley have determined that coastal fog has steadily diminished for decades.
The oldest trees here are around 1,000 years old, and so they grow slowly and they live on a different time scale from humans. But what we do know again is that they're adapted to live in a very specific environment that gives them a lot of moisture. And so inevitably, if the climate continues to become drier, there will be pretty significant consequences for the redwoods.
Do you have any reason to believe that this might continue, Mike?
Certainly, I have no reason to think it won't continue.
Jeffrey Schaub, KPIX 5.
An amateur chef. Loved to cook. Dreamt of owning a restaurant.
Beet salad up.
But it's hard.
How stronger you look.
And who's got the money?
I'm giving away this restaurant to the best essay.
That's what I hear. So here's mine, Nicholas Petty. Going old school. Like your restaurant. Does this place get full?
Oh yeah. Waiting list, lying down the stairs.
Mendo Bistro in Fort Bragg.
My wife and I have a 9-year-old boy. So you heard Brody's coming with us? And I want to spend as much time as I can with him before he doesn't want to spend time with me. Did we rotate it already?
It's probably worth, what, $100,000?
Money's not everything.
And with the $100 fee with each entry, you'll make some of that back.
I have mixed feelings. I'm gonna start to cry. I can't do this. No, I can't do this.
Of course, Jamie, you've seen a generation of kids coming in now with their kids. You and your husband have worked so hard.
I have worked until my feet have bled. I have gone home and literally peeled dried bloody socks off of my feet.
I'm ready for that. My competition?
We did get one person who renounced materialism in the 1970s and would like us to give the restaurant to another disciple of his guru for the good karma.
So at least I'm not in last place. I might have a shot. Ready to send this to mendobistro.com. I remain Mike Sugarman, KPIX 5.